So, where are we going again? Is it Mill Park?
Oh, pretty close. It's Mill Race Park.
Okay. What's so special about it anyways?
Not quite sure. I just really like it. I actually went here a couple months ago with my family, and it's just beautiful. I know you'll love it.
That's fair. Oh, do you remember that old park that we used to go to all the time next to the elementary school?
Yeah, the one where
you always got stuck on the monkey bars.
One time I was stuck all the way on top.
I had no idea what to do.
You literally stared at me and just watched. I was up there helpless, stuck forever.
That's a little dramatic, don't you think?
Not at all. Come on. I was suffering.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Sure you were. The other day at work, I was waiting on this couple, maybe late 60s, early 70s. And the man ended up ordering what's called the evergreen sandwich. Has a lot of greens in it. Yeah. And he ended up asking for no lettuce and no arugula. Fine, not everyone likes those. Then he asked for it on a brioche bun, which, all that's fine, who cares? But I realized that it's just the exact same sandwich as the sunrise special. It's just he accidentally made it. So I told him that, and I said, do you want me to just put it in as that? And then he looked at me and he said no. And I had no idea what to say because of that. Like, does he not like the name? Was he just too stubborn to admit that he accidentally made another sandwich? Sometimes people just don't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well, the customer's always right.
Yeah, but really, come on, he wasn't.
Yeah, people have their ways, though.
They're wrong ways.
And look at the two of us. We're wrong, too.
Yeah.
But actually, I was thinking about this the other day. I feel like it's easier a lot of times to look at all the wrong things that other people do when we're doing the exact same thing.
That makes sense.
Which is why it's a good thing I'm always here to remind you how wrong you are.
Thank you so much. What would I ever do without you?
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Well, yeah, but it is not good for man to be alone.
Well, sometimes it is, but I do get what you mean. But you're not alone. You have lots of friends. What about Lucas?
Yeah, I guess recently it's just felt like this is the same thing just over and over again. It feels like a repeat.
You do like records.
Haha, not the perfect ones.
Yeah. Maybe he just needs someone that he can talk to. He needs to feel hurt by someone.
Maybe, yeah. It can just be exhausting.
Sure. Have you ever seen the movie Paddington 2?
Isn't that like the kids movie with the bear?
Calling it a kids movie just reduces its greatness. It really is a wonderful movie. I was watching it the other day, and there's this one scene where Paddington's washing all of these windows, and the light comes in just right through the window, and it's absolutely transcendent.
Transcendence in Paddington? Never would have guessed.
Paddington too, but yeah. I don't really know how to say this, but we're moving in a couple of weeks.
Why?
Why?
Where?
It's a little town up in New Jersey, Cranford.
What's in New Jersey?
My dad's new job.
What are you gonna do about school?
I'm just gonna go to school there.
And I made a joke to her after the test about Notre Dame, and it's like she blew up on me. Like, I mean, I was just kidding, and she wasn't even listening to me. And like, why do you take everything so seriously? I was joking, okay? It's just, like, okay, I know she's smart and all, duh. But like, is Notre Dame really that realistic? I mean, Jacob didn't get in last year, and he's really smart. You just gotta be more realistic with some things, you know? Like, why look forward to something for so long just to get disappointed? You know, I think that in life, people should just act like the worst thing is gonna happen every single time, and then boom, no disappointments. It's like you and Elizabeth, right? I was so positive that you two were gonna date, and then she was just gone. You know, but maybe if you
Can we please not talk about her right now?
oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
You know, we weren't though. We weren't gonna date. We were friends.
Oh, just friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so hot out right now. I mean, I brought my frisbee. Do you want to go out? And
I'm not really feeling that right now.
You know what I hate?
No idea. What do you hate?
The whole let me document my whole life for social media thing, you know? Ugh, just feels like attention seeking to the max.
Ooh, yeah, but
I just like, if people wanted to see everything, they'd ask or something. Like, look, here's Sarah's story. It's just you and your friends going to Target. Like, what is the point? I don't want to see that.
you're right. You don't really need to see that. You're the one clicking.
Maybe people should have some more respect or something, you know? It's also like, I don't know. Never mind. You know, I don't even care, honestly.
It really sounds like you do.
Shut up. Are you sure you don't want to go out for some frisbee?
Really, I'm okay.
You know, maybe we can play some chess.
Oh, did you bring a board?
No, but the modern technology, we can just open up an app that you can open.
I get it. If you really want me to beat you at chess, I guess I can beat you at chess.
Well, someone is very confident for playing against me for the first time since I've been playing online.
I guess we'll see.
And you know, since I'm so nice, you can be white.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Hey, you know me. Does she hate me?
Who?
You know, Elizabeth.
No, why would you say that?
I don't know. It's just like the way she was looking at me. She was staring at me so intensely. It was just, I was getting some weird vibes.
Well, really, I think a lot of that was just who she is. I don't know if it was you. You know, it probably wasn't even you at all.
It just made me uncomfortable. I've never had anyone look at me like that, so.
Check. I don't know. I think she was just kind of like that, though.
Oh, I just blubbered. You know,
Sure
I
you
was
gonna-
at this party. Sarah's, you know. And this girl came up to me and she was talking to me right now. Super hot, by the way. And we were talking about music for a little bit, and she brought up Taylor Swift's album from last year. I don't remember
It's
what
like
it's called.
folklore or like everlore, something.
Something like
There's
that.
a couple of them.
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But there was this song we were talking about where so many people were connected by this magic string that pulls everyone together. Or, I don't know. Some soulmate BS like that, you know. So the stuff where you just gotta look at it and like smile and nod and be like, oh yeah, so true. But it was just weird because, you know, after talking to a girl like that about that stuff, it's like the stuff that'll make you the dream guy like almost immediately. Like, I don't know, I didn't really get that, and then we only talked for a little bit, and then she just got up and left. I didn't even get her number or anything. I was just, I don't know, I was just sitting there for a couple minutes. I don't really know where I was going with that.
Did you ever see her again?
No, I haven't seen her. I don't even think I got her name. Sorry, I don't know why.
Why must you leave, my love? I wither and wilt into your absent arms. I remember figures in the doorway, final words drafted with blood of my blood. We were one, but now I am one. Or perhaps half empty to be sure. Sincerely, yours, mine, alas.
Who's that?
Grace Taylor Robinson?
I don't think I've heard of her.
She's new. Like alive now. She lives in Rhode Island, I think.
Rhode Island's pretty close to New Jersey, isn't it?
It's closer than we are. What's your favorite word?
What?
You know, favorite word.
But like, how it sounds, or like the meaning, or what?
Any of the above. Just a word that you really like.
Maybe perpetual.
That's interesting. Why?
I don't know, I just like the sound of it. Perpetual.
Huh. It's pretty bouncy for a word that means forever.
Yeah, but it's not just forever. It's like constant, never changing.
There's not that much of that here, huh?
Well, there's this hill.
Not forever, though.
Well, maybe not, but I know that if I come here tomorrow, it'll always be here waiting for me.
I mean, most likely, yeah.
Well, yeah, a giant meteor could come down and destroy the whole thing, but...
I more meant you.
Oh, what are you gonna do, kill me? You're right, I guess, but what are the odds of that happening?
Not zero.
What?
It's not impossible, right?
Right.
Oh, sweet lover, you return when I least expect. I hold on tightly to my great mother. But what is weakness to the depths of your love? Bring me forth, bring me forth.
Who's that?
I read it somewhere. I don't remember.
Wait, what's yours?
Mine?
Your favorite word?
Oh, that's easy. Illumination.
That's a fun one. Why?
Well, I mean, just brings to mind light. You look up at the sky and you see stars that illuminate the sky. I don't know, there's just beauty in it. And I also really like saying the word loom.
I like it. Illumination. Illumination.
Illumination. Illumination. Have you ever performed on a stage like this?
The only time I've been on stage was choir, and it wasn't anything like this.
Have you ever read poetry on a stage like this?
I've never even gotten started with poetry, let alone read it like loud on a big stage.
Well, that's half the problem. Poetry's meant to be read aloud. How about this? I find you a poem, and you read it on stage.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just us, just me.
Yeah, I've never really...
Okay. This one.
Fine, okay. Why are there only love poems?
Why not?
Do you remember the open fields? Waves of light, seas of beauty. Was it but a dream? Was it ever? I open my eyes, and yet they remain closed. What is left? Memories alone. And yet, the light has not gone. Only the lover sings. I just feel stuck, you know?
Like,
I feel like I just want to do something, but I can't.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Like, I can't tell you the number of songs I've started on that I've just, like, lost momentum. If that makes sense?
Yeah. There are a lot of things in my head, but I'm kind of just scared to bring them to life. It's like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster.
No. Well, no, I actually do mean Frankenstein. Because I just feel like there are a lot of things in my head, but I just can't. I'm scared to bring them to life.
Is he scared of bringing the monster to life?
I mean, I guess I always just assumed he would be.
I don't know. He's got the whole mad scientist hubris thing
Fair enough. I guess we won't go with Frankenstein then.
for his monster.
Yeah. I guess there's so many things in my head, and they're perfect there. And I don't want that to change. But it's inevitable that as I start to do things, it'll vary and it'll be different than what's in my head. And I just want to keep it perfect.
What about everyone else?
What?
It's perfect in your head, but what about everyone else?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to share it and all.
You can't share it if you don't make it.
It just won't be... just be different than what's in my head.
Oh, how's Elizabeth doing?
I don't know. I'm sure she's fine. I don't know.
You mean you haven't kept in touch or texted or?
I just haven't really been feeling like talking to her or anything. How do you do it?
What? Do what?
You record music. How do you make it all perfect?
Not dropping Elizabeth like that.
Fine, just answer my question first.
I mean, do you think it's perfect?
Touche. It's starting to rain. You wanna try to get out of it?
Yeah. I mean, what's the paintings you like? The Monet and all of them?
The Impressionists.
Yeah. Are those perfect?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're messy, but, like, perfectly so. Perfectly imperfect. I guess, what is perfect?
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I'm not fully satisfied or happy with everything I've ever made, but, you know, it's out there.
Well, I think they're great.
Thanks. But, you know, that doesn't change my opinion of it, right? I mean, I still hear every mistake, every little thing I'd change.
And yet, you still put it out.
I still put it out there. And I keep making stuff, or at least I try to. Like, for me, I guess, I mean, I would rather put something out than nothing. But at the same time, I don't want to just make something for the sake of making it. You know, the imperfections, they document me, you know? They make it feel more human. I love the view from up there. Like, even with the rain.
It is beautiful.
Hey, can I show you a song I've been working on?
Yeah, sure.
Waking up, letter his son. Calling him for all he knows. He looks at the sky now. The sun's gone away. She'll be waking up soon. What do I say? Waking up, voicemails on her phone, taking him away from his home. She looks at the sky now. How do I go on? Talking now in circles. Where did I go wrong? Should have known that you'd be there for me. In the clouds at the bottom of the sea. She said, make do, get through. But I love you too.
That was great. What's it called?
Thanks. I don't know yet. It's still got a lot of work.
I think it's perfect. Perfectly imperfect, I suppose.
Perhaps.
I just can't believe I haven't been here before. This is like my place. It says here that Columbus also has its share of renovations and historical buildings, but it is the modern architecture that has brought this small town fame as the Athens of the Prairie. That's insane. Oh, the Miller House. Eero Saarinen did that.
Should I know?
I mean, he did some huge airports. Oh, and the Gateway Arch. It's in St. Louis.
Of course, how could I forget him?
Oh, haha, I think he's cool.
What, like Frank Lloyd Wright cool?
Well, that's a high standard.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I just can't believe I haven't been here. How'd you hear about this place?
Well, I first found out through my friend Elizabeth. I don't know if you know her. Or, I guess, knew her. She was involved with music.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about her. She moved, right, to New Jersey?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Darn. Maybe she was an architecture aficionado like moi.
Well, she never talked about that.
Consider a closeted architecture aficionado.
Sure.
So,
So what?
are you gonna show me around?
Yeah, I guess so.
Come on, we've got things to see.
How deep do you think it goes?
It could be forever.
I've never really heard you talk about your family. What are they like?
Well, I have 2 younger brothers, Jacob's 6 and Kevin's 9, so pretty young. They're great, but you know how kids are.
I bet they're fun.
Crazy is probably a better word, but sure. And then my mom and my dad died when I was 10. Cancer.
I'm so sorry, Athena.
Thank you, yeah. It's been a while now, and I still have some good memories of him, which is really good.
That is good.
You really can't see the bottom. You know, I remember one time we went hiking at that one state park with the little waterfalls. My hand was in his. And he stopped all of a sudden and just looked straight up at the tops of the trees. So, of course, I looked up with him. It was like a kaleidoscope. And they were so incredibly big, and I felt so small. But my hand was in his, so I wasn't scared. I remember he pointed up and said, "Those trees will live longer than both of us." Isn't it incredible how short our lives here compare to the trees?
Doesn't scare you?
What?
You know, like death.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. If life didn't end, would we even be grateful for it?
I mean, but just ends.
Life here, yeah. Do you think that's it?
What, like heaven or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like under these trees, I still feel so small. I think there's something more. So, where to next?
You tell me. I really haven't seen like any of the city, so you probably know more than I do.
Okay. How about we just drive around, see what we see?
So, how are you? How have you been?
You know, I've been good.
No, I mean, don't reduce it to a single word. Like, how are you?
I don't know. It feels like so much is happening in my life, but at the same time, nothing at all. I can't believe we're seniors now, and it just kind of feels like I'm standing on this huge cliff, and below, it's this vague idea of what they call real life. But then that makes it seem like the life that I'm living right now isn't real. I can't accept that. I think it's just that they say that, this year's preparing you for the next, and the next, and that'll prepare you for college, and then that'll prepare you for this. It just feels like my entire life has been transition. But that's not what it feels like to me. I'm living my life. I just can't accept that it's all transition up until now. I don't know. Did you hear that Elizabeth was gone? She left, she moved.
Yeah. You told me, but you seem pretty you didn't really seem like you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, that's probably right. Why do I keep talking about her like she's dead? It's like she was this. She did that. Is it just easier for me to accept that she's gone completely rather than she has an entire life without me? Now it sounds like we dated, and we didn't. We were just friends.
Just? Is being friends not enough, or is it less than dating?
I don't know. It's just different. Maybe it's easier than knowing that we might meet again and she'll be different. It's different. I like to imagine that I love change. And I like when things develop and evolve. I hate it. And I can't change the fact I hate it. I think that's why college scares me so much. I know this place. I know the people here. And I just don't like all the uncertainty. Don't like is an understatement. What sucks even more is, even though I know these places, with Elizabeth gone, it is completely different. I mean, it at least feels different. I don't even know if that makes sense.
No, it actually does. So, there's this philosopher who believes that the world is more than just the physical matter. And so, this guy, or this bench. So if I'm trying to get to the other side of the dock, it's an obstacle. Because it's in my way. But then if I'm looking for a spot to sit, it becomes the bench again. He was like, oh, bitch. Oh, right. Okay. So, it's the same thing with places. So our memories and our emotions are tied in with them. So it's not just the place, but how we feel about it too. You know where Sophia lives?
Yeah, it's right off the town, right?
Yeah. So right after we broke up, for a year, every time I would drive by, I would remember her and feel something. And it got to a point where I was driving by there on purpose just to feel that, I don't know, whatever it was. And I don't know if it was necessarily good or what it was, but it was what I was doing, And I don't really care.
You know, this place is really well known for its architecture.
Oh no, really? That's so cool.
I'd been to this park so many times, but it wasn't until last week when I hung out with Athena that I actually went and explored the city. It was Elizabeth that first showed me this park. It was over there that she told me that she was leaving. You know, I started to write more. I've been journaling.
That's really good.
It's really nice to just get out of my own head and put words on paper. It's a nice, different perspective. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. I'm here for you.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
If I can just add one more thing about Elizabeth.
Sure.
Call her. Hear me out. Hear me out. So, firstly, she probably misses you too. She does miss you too. And, you know, like, there comes a point where you have to be open to being hurt, to reaching out, you know, to anything. And you keep putting so much on this version of her that's like in your head that you're forgetting how the real her actually feels. You know, like your friendship was mutual. I know that much.
She could have called me.
And she could be thinking the same thing right now. You know, like, oh, like if he really cared, he would have reached out. But you're an awesome guy. And I really love you. But you're not the center of the universe. And I know that you're not intentionally thinking that way. But like, it is the way that you're thinking. And in like a year or so, you're gonna look back and hate the way that you were thinking about it. Like, I only say that because I've done the same thing myself. Like, grieving is important, don't get me wrong. But eventually you gotta move on. I'm not saying like your 2 months are up and you gotta be done, but you do have to take some steps forward. You know, like, let the light in. I'm sorry, I got a little...
No. You're right, I think. Thank you.
Hey, this is Elizabeth. Sorry I missed you. I'll give you a call back as soon as I can. Have a great day.
Hey, Elizabeth. It's been a while since we last talked. Sorry I didn't reach out sooner. I guess I've just kind of had to work through some stuff. But call me back when you get the chance. I hope you're doing well. I miss you.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's what I call a rap. You know what says a rap? Life, like, this is what your life like. Try to live your life right. People really know you push your buttons like Mike. This is like a movie, but it's really very life like every single night, right?